Hoops 8 Tournament Preview Show with Sports Director Travis Lee on Channel 8 WMTW.
All right, how about this from the last night of the regular season? Greeley boys basketball manager Dom Sola, the senior, dressing for the first time. Not only does he get in the game, he hits that crazy fadeaway. Teammates fired up for him. That right there is what basketball is all about. Now, it is safe to say Cooper Flagg has lived up to the hype. The heralded freshman from Newport has helped the Nokomis Warriors earn the #1 seed in A North. And a state championship would be a storybook ending for his season. It doesn't take long to see why Cooper Flagg is considered one of the top freshmen in America. The passing, the defense, the scoring, he can do it all. But equipped with the ability to impact games in so many ways, it's his unselfishness that most impresses his coach.
He sees the floor better than anybody I've coached. That's something you don't coach. You know, that's Larry Bird-like, Magic Johnson-like.
I like getting my teammates involved because if it's just me out there dribbling ISO, just getting my shots, the whole team's not really getting active. So if you're not seeing your teammates passing it off, dishing it down, getting them opportunities, then I don't really think that you can evaluate yourself in a good way.
Flagg joins a top-notch Nokomis team with his twin brother and his older brother. Winning a state championship's been a dream for this group, but Flagg knows he'll be bombarded with questions about how many years he plays Maine high school basketball, as elite prep schools will be in pursuit of his abilities.
I'm here right now. We don't know about the future. It's uncertain, and we'll see where it goes. But for now, I'm right here, and we're just going to play.
In the preseason, Flagg's team sold out South Portland's Beal Gymnasium, and it was sellout after sellout all through the regular season as well.
He has humility. He has a strong, supportive family. He knows that the people that are important aren't the people that are important are his family and his teammates, and he understands that.
A player well worth the price of admission. Now Nokomis carrying a 16-game win streak into the state playoffs. But Nokomis not a one-man band. Cooper's twin brother Ace is a playmaker, and Madden White can take over games too. The Warriors, the clear favorite up north, but Brewer can shoot like few other teams. And Skowhegan, they won 15 games. Coney with their style of play, and Luke Briggs, they are always a factor in this one. Another Class A South tournament. Falmouth heads into the Expo as the prohibitive favorite after a 16-2 regular season gave them the #1 seed. Freiburg won 4 of 5 to end the season, and 6'9" Will Hallam gives them an X factor in the middle. Gray lost 5 of 6 to end the year, but Jayhawks had an all-conference type season, doing it all on both ends of the floor for the Patriots. Marshwood stumbled at midseason after a hot start, but the Hawks and Aiden Sullivan can take care of the ball and maximize possessions, and Andrew Perry has turned it on. With perimeter scorers like Tim Walker and Andrew St. Hilaire, Greeley can light it up in a hurry. Falmouth has an argument for best backcourt around with Brady Coyne and Jack Stoll. Dave Halligan's cast of Navigators take care of business on the defensive end. All right, we thought maybe a long time ago that we might have a Falmouth-Nokomis meeting here in the state final. What's going to happen for that? Or is that likely to happen, I guess, Michael? I'll put it to you that way.
I think a lot of people believe it's possible and likely, and I think a lot of people, frankly, would love to see it happen. Just like with J.C. Christopher on the girls' side, folks in the Portland area would love nothing more than to see Cooper Flagg come down here and play in the state game. And I have it from an impeccable source that one of the reasons he's so exceptional is he plays the summer AAU ball for the former Mountain Valley star Andy Bedard. But turning to the South, we've talked about a lot of regions tonight, and I think in all of them we made cases for 3, 4, 5, 6 teams having legitimate shots. In my mind, Falmouth is indeed the prohibitive favorite. I've seen them multiple times this year. They've had some big wins, including a great come-from-behind buzzer-beater win against Thornton Academy. This is a team that, especially when they're shooting well, is close to unbeatable. And I know that the Falmouth doesn't necessarily want to be viewed as the prohibitive favorite, but I know Coach Halligan and his assistants, my good friends Jamie Hilton and Eddie Flaherty, I think they can handle the pressure, and they're going to be really tough to beat. Really, if they shoot well, has a shot. They've had some big games this year. But really, to me, Falmouth is well ahead of the field, and they've got to be viewed as the team to beat. So we might just get that dream matchup in the state game.
Yeah, we'll see. Marshwood does a good job of controlling tempo, and Westbrook has played
Yes,
so
they
many
have.
games that have been close this year.
2 against
see if
Falmouth recently, in
Maybe
fact.
they can pull off an upset and make a run here. All right. Hey, we're talking 1,000-point scorers. We've got some boys' 1,000-point scorers from the area to get to. A quartet of boys from this region, South and Central Maine, hit the mark this year. John Shea became EL's all-time leading scorer for a boy. Trevor Brown of Madomic, Luke Briggs of Coney, and Mason Desjardins of Forest Hills all over 1,000 points this year. Congrats. More tournament preview when we come back.